What's up, feeder country? Thanks for tuning in today. As you can see, I'm in some filthy work clothes. Little backstory, they got dirty the other day riding in front of the garages, new buggy. Hopefully we'll see that a little later. Anyways, we're in the dirty work clothes today because we are out in the garage. And what are we doing out in the garage, you may ask? Well, I've got a brand new snowmobile to introduce to the channel today, and I'm fired up about it. So let's just hop right into it. All right, I gotta be a little dramatic here at the reveal. And no, it's not trail feeder over here. We already know about that sled. It's this one right back here. Oh yeah, that's a Polaris Storm. That's right, we got ourselves a dedicated drag race sled. Mountain boys with drag race sleds. Yeah, I had to hop on the bandwagon. I watched a lot of drag racing with cars, and I really want to figure it out with sleds. You know, that's my thing, so trail feeder's cool, but it's definitely more of like a trail cross-country sled, rather than this one we can set up just for drag racing, just A to B, just going as fast as we can. All right, and real quick before you all say it in the comments, that's not the fastest snowmobile the Polaris ever made. This is faster. My uncle on this did this in 1999. Okay, that's cool. I agree. There are definitely probably some faster snowmobiles out there. Is this one of the fastest ones that Polaris ever made? I think you could argue yes. The fastest? That's always debatable. But I'll tell you right now what's not debatable. And that is the feeling that you get when you pop the hood on one of these and put your eyes on not one, not two, but 3 cylinders. And 3 pipes. That's right, she's got 3 pipes straight from the factory. And it's a little dirty, but that's kind of what I like about it. Look how clean it is underneath that dirt. Some spit shine, it's gonna come right around. Another big buying factor for me is I was taking a close look at the nuts. To me, they've never been off. This is, this top end has never been apart. Same you look at the base nuts, or the cylinder base nuts, excuse me. All these nuts, they all look brand new. There's no marks. All right, so real quick, I just got the sled last week from a guy in North Reno. I got it off Facebook, Craigslist. I think it was up on both. But went over, scored it from him. He only put like 50 miles on it since he bought it. And the guy he bought it from, according to the title, I think he's owned it since 2002. So it's probably been owned by 3 guys. I'm the 4th now. I've been trying to reach out to the guy's name's on the title, Dennis Feist, I believe, from Portola. Oh my goodness, I can't say it right now. I've tried twice now. I'm having such a hard time saying it. Portola, California. Whew. Dennis, if anyone knows him, let me know. I'm trying to find out what's been done with this sled, because I've got a few ideas. Right here off the top, to me, that looks like helix angles. And then when you pop the clutch cover here and you feast your eyes on that helix, that definitely does not look OEM. I don't ever remember seeing them black from the factory. The clutch was in pretty good shape. I was able to check in here on the Spider. The weights have not worn into it yet, and the rollers were still all good. So that was another big buying point for me too. Still had a good clutch. Back here in the back, I don't know what's up with this, but we're gonna have to get rid of that hitch. She ain't towing nothing no more. And that's some serious weight, man. That's straight steel. But this rear's been extended. You can see here where it was cut. Did I say, I hope I said tunnel. Tunnel's been extended. And you can see down here, come on, where it's been riveted back in. And that's all been cut and added on. And then the rails have been extended too to accept a longer track. This was originally a Polaris Storm RMK. Of course, all you can get is like the RMK version of these cool sleds out here. It's so hard to find like an actual East Coast one. So the RMK, one of the only differences was, other than the front ski stance is a little narrower, which is honestly kind of a bummer. I'd love to have that wider front end for drag racing. And then the rails were a 133.5 track that was on the RMK version versus a 121 that would have been on the just straight Storm or Storm SE version. Yeah, the seat's definitely seen a lot better days. I don't really know if I want to necessarily put like a blank seat cover on it. I really like the 800 Polaris and the race flags, the little Indy here, and the Polaris. Like, you're not gonna get that on your general $100 eBay cover. So maybe just some more of the black tape, keep with just a little bit of the dirty vibe of the whole thing. Obviously, I'm gonna clean the machine, but like, you know, the hood, you're not getting back, like you're not getting the gloss back on there. So that's what I mean by dirty. It's just a little sun faded. So why not keep the seat in the same kind of idea? Just maybe get new black tape and fix this up. And at least I'll be able to keep some of the cooler things about this seat alive. I think these taillights are some of the best looking taillights I've ever seen on a snowmobile. The way they fit into the seat. We're gonna have to definitely get rid of this. I think it says Indy or Polaris right there. Oh yeah, it says Polaris behind here. That'll be cool to see again. This is also pretty cool. This snow machine's been to at least 5 different states to get some registration to ride. We got Idaho, Montana. This is a non-California resident. It's a Wyoming, and then a Nevada one. So the guy I bought it from told me that you cannot start it without starting fluid, and he is correct. I've tried, you cannot. Low squirt of starting fluid though, boom, fire's alive. So we're gonna pop out those carburetors and clean the pilot. Well, we're gonna clean everything, but you know, pilot's probably a little clogged right now, so it's not idling too well. Or excuse me, it's not starting. Anyways, idle's fine. Loading it onto my sled deck, wow. I don't know if it's the Helix or if it's just the Storm in general, but this thing about popped out of my hands. I've never had a snowmobile launch so hard off of engagement. And I about landed, boom, up on my, like, it was definitely like whoosh, onto the deck, but like, you know, a little more and it could have came up onto the hood. She's got some pep. She's clean, she's straight. All the trailing arms are straight. The running boards were straight, the tunnel's straight. It's got the Vohk shocks on all 4. You know, it's kind of the theme around here. It's the only thing we run is the Vohks on everything. What I hate the most about what came with the sled are these dookie old Rev skis. These came off a Ski-Doo Rev. And I know the guy, he needed something, so it's probably better than those steel skis, but we're gonna have to get rid of those. That's gotta go. Yes, sir, those are the 2 stickers I like to see. She sits at basically 3,200 miles, as it is. Overall, guys, I'm really happy with the purchase. It's a pretty clean machine. She's kind of like a Cadillac. It's long and it's low to the ground. If I didn't mention earlier, the tunnel, or excuse me, the track, it's been extended to a 144 right now. And it's got the Camoplast Challenger track on it. So if you guys know of a better track for these drag sleds, let me know. Anybody who knows anything about drag racing these sleds, please let me know. You know, I'm a mountain guy. I don't know anything really about drag setup. I am learning. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna, you know, need some pro tips. But I need pro tips this is what's hard. I need pro tips for drag racing in mountain snow, and not deep powder, but springtime, wet, heavy, I wouldn't say super slushy, but wet and heavy snow. But not the super deep either, you know? But definitely 6-7 inches of some wet, heavy, good spring snow. So I need tracks that would be good for that. I need, you know, track length. I need gearing. I need suspension setup. All that stuff, but for that style of snow, not ice setup, not grass setup, not hard pack snow setup, because that's not the kind of snow I'm racing in. So that's what makes my situation pretty unique. And if you guys have got some pro tips, let me know.